Welcome teachers to this video. It's about virtual math assessment in two different ways. The first one is Desmos. That's how you will see it. So it's a Desmos classroom activity. Links are in descriptions. Let's get started. So this assessment is about expressions and quadratic factorization. I prepared this Desmos activity especially for quadratic factorization using different things, and the benefit is this is the student preview, and student can press a new problem button and can create different problems and enter the responses and get the immediate feedback. You can see here it's correct or incorrect. Student will get that notification as soon as that particular student submit those responses. You can see now if I enter the response and then submit, I'll get correct if it is correct, otherwise incorrect. So that's the beauty of this platform, that you get immediate feedback, and as well you will have your dashboard where you will be able to see which student is trying which problem and what was that student's response, and you can give them feedback. I'll talk about that in maybe next class. So this activity is prepared for factorization of quadratics, but there are different activities available. So you can see now it's a factorization, different problems. You press new problem button. Every time a student will get a new problem to solve, new factorization, and get the immediate feedback, correct or incorrect. So you can always try this activity. There are other activities also available in all terms of components like calculus, functions, etc. So because this is the good thing about the feedback, it's the real reward for students. So you can see, go to the next page, keep going. So I prepared with the different actually the problems based on the coefficients of x and sum and difference. So if they are wrong answers, they will come to know easily, and then they can go and come back, and then they can submit their feedback about this lesson. So it was Desmos activity, guys. Now we can talk about the second. This is Geogebra. So Geogebra has different features. For example, the feature we are using today, it's a Geogebra activities, and it is done using Geogebra book, because I created different activities and put them together like in chapters. So this platform will allow you to, like, I prepared this for difference of squares, for example, and you can see problems, solutions, hints, and then student can enter their answers here, and if the feedback will appear here as well, like correct or incorrect or something. So you press just outside, it's correct, okay, and then student can press new problem to try, and you can move the slider to go to the next level. So here is the next level for difference of squares with this some highest common factor, and then you can ask your students to take quiz. This platform is for practice, but I have provided questions. That's the beauty. We can add questions, multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, and you will be able to track students' responses in your Geogebra group. You need to create a group for your students. So see, it's correct, you'll get the feedback immediately. So you can go to the next. For example, this is about quadratic factorization with a equals to 1. So like this is level 2, then there are level 3 again. So I tried to put the grid method here so that student can see what are my factors and what are their results, how they're getting multiplied and added. So for example, in this -7 and 3, whatever, you can see the product and the correct or incorrect. You press new problem and then you practice. You can ask your students to practice. So let's go to the level 3. So again, this is in the next chapter of in the same topic. Okay, so students can practice first, and then underneath of this activity I'll show you there are questions for them. Under each activity you can add questions, so you can press hint, whatever student's choice, you can provide different options for them. See, these are the questions. Based on that activity you can have questions immediately, and you will see their responses in your GeoGebra group. So you can ask multiple choice questions, you can ask other types of questions, open-ended, and students may write in a mathematical format. So you don't need to worry about the exponents and the other things. Thank you. Desmos classroom activities and GeoGebra were used. Thank you.